Mount Vernon Rams are getting ready for the start of their high school basketball season, and Coach Tim Holloway is with us. And Tim, I think you were 18-11 last year. You got a lot of those key parts of that team back this year, as well as a couple of move-ins. And how's things going so far?
Well, it's going pretty good. We're just now getting everybody on the same page. You know, we had several guys out this summer with injuries. We've got some new guys that have moved in here, so there's a lot to learn, but we're getting our base offense or base defense down, and we'll just add a little as we go. But, of course, the first week of practice is always high energy, very competitive, and we just got to have that, you know, a month from now or 2 months from now.
A lot of conditioning going on, too.
Oh, yeah. You know, the preseason was good. We had a lot of guys working hard that, you know, if they were in other sports, that's great. If they're not, and we're going to keep them busy. And just like everybody else, they're lifting and running. And they're in pretty good shape right now going into the season.
You did a lot of work in the summer. You had a lot of contact days in the summer, and you guys did a lot of things, played a lot of ball games, and did a lot of traveling, didn't you?
Well, June is big for high school basketball anymore, and you know, we tried to schedule the best teams that we can play in the summer, and we were able to do that again with our main guys out. A lot of times that was the young guys going up against Kankakee and some of those really talented teams, but it gave them some experience, and it will only help our depth. You know, as we get going here, I feel pretty good about 10 to 12 guys. So there's going to be a lot of competition to get into that rotation, and it'll work itself out, and it can change along through the year. So it's going to have to be earned for sure.
Taking a look at the schedule, in addition to the South 7 Conference, man, your non-conference schedule seems to be beefed up this year. In addition to your own shootout, I think you're participating in 3 or 4 other shootouts with some real good competition.
Yeah, we tried to bump it up every year. Last year was a very tough schedule, but if you look at our record, we were 18-11. Maybe that doesn't sound great, but we had to go play a 22-5 team in the regional. We were battle tested. The year before, we had to play a 25-win team in the regional and a 26-win team in the regional the year before. So just to get out of a regional. So I just really believe that those teams that you can play that will make you better, although painful at times, will help you down the road. Plus, the atmosphere is typically good. Fans like to come out. Our players enjoy that. They love to, you know, see how they can do against a better team, and it's a great feeling to put yourself on the line against some of the best. And you know, and it may not be feeling so good after the game sometimes, but those mistakes do not get swept under the rug. They come out, and then you can adjust and get better.
You're going to jump right into it here at Thanksgiving time. I mean, you've got Triad, Mascoutah, and Collinsville right out of the gate in that stovetop shootout or that tournament right from the beginning at Thanksgiving.
That is a good tournament. It's been good for us, good teams that we don't typically see, although we saw Triad last few years in the postseason. But, you know, those three games are going to be tough. Triad has almost everybody back. They've got a good program going right now. They're hard to guard, and they guard you. So, and then Collinsville is going to be a very good team. We played them this summer. Mascoutah is always good, and then we jump in with Alton, who is going to be a handful again. And it's just, you know, this first part of the schedule, really all of it, but until Christmas, I mean, we're going to have to play extremely well. And some nights we may play extremely well. It may not come out with a W, but our focus is going to remain on. It's going to stay with growth. We have to get better, and both individually and as a team. And if we focus on growth and just continue to get better, then in the end, hopefully we'll be healthy and be where we want to be.
You mentioned Christmas. You're in a new tournament this year, new to you anyway, going to that Prairie Farms tournament over at Collinsville. Man, that thing is loaded, some of the best teams in the state.
Really looking forward to new opportunity there. Heard a lot about it from some other coaches throughout the years, and you know it's going to be another opportunity to play some great teams.
In a historic gym too.
One of the old historic gyms that there are not many left like that. You know, and there are a lot of things in that area for our fans to do. It's an hour and 10 minutes, and it's going to be something new and exciting for our players. We're going to see some different teams, and we're really excited about it. So it's really not that far off, but if you think about it, but we've got a lot to do before then.
Yeah. Preseason, Nesta Hoops has you ranked 15th in the state in Class 3A. I know that's a compliment to your program, but you know that there's a ton of work to do to be recognized and really be at that level.
Right, and I appreciate what he does. He loves basketball, and he helps promote high school basketball. I've never been one to be in get too into the rankings either as a player or as a coach. It does make it fun for the fans, and they're a big part of it. So it's neat, but a lot of that has to do with our past success. We lost our 2 starting guards, and those guys just didn't turn it over much. We didn't turn it over last year, and those 2 accounted for about 55% of our 3-pointers. So we lost some things. Marlon Price and Jake Page were our defensive stoppers. So we have some guys back, but we have some other things that we have to figure out. And preseason's one thing, but we've got to prove to ourselves, not to anyone else, that we can be the team that we want to be as we get into February.
And last question, you got some changes to the coaching staff this year, some new additions, but some familiar faces to basketball fans out there. Yeah,
I'm thrilled to have those guys with me. I've been really fortunate. I think this is my maybe 23rd or 24th year as a head coach in both sports, and I've had a lot of outstanding assistant coaches. And hate to lose Travis. He loved the kids and did a good job. And Quinn and I have been together for 26 years. With Trevor's injury, he's stepped down. But and Quinn's a pro. You don't. He and I worked together for so long, we didn't even have to say it. We knew what each other was thinking and how to go about things. But with Coach Gamber, Brian, with Coach Scott Gamber, and then Coach Creel, have 3 former head coaches,
right?
And they all have a unique perspective. And Scott and Brian and I all played for Doug, and he's been a mentor to all of us, along with many others. So there are a lot of guys that played for him, and even Coach Emery that went into coaching. And having him around is going to be fun. We spent a lot of years together, so those guys are going to be really good to have around. We all have the same thing in common. They love the program. It's been good to them and their families, and they want to see the kids in the program be as good as it can be. And to me, you have to have trust and loyalty, and if you don't have that, then things go south. And I've been fortunate to always have that, and I know I've got it again here.
Absolutely. Tim, we appreciate your time. Best of luck this year to the Rams. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Randy.
You bet.